All right, today we're diving into something pretty wild. It's a new idea that could, really change how the internet works. It's called the Foundation Protocol, and the claim is it can create an internet that's literally unstoppable. So, what does that even mean? Let's break it down.
But before we get into the tech, let me ask you something. Who really owns your online identity? Think about it. Your social media profiles, your email, your entire digital self. Who holds the keys to all that? What happens if a big platform just decides, poof, your account is gone? Where does that part of you go?
And that question, right there, hits the nail on the head. It gets to the core issue with the internet today. See, we're all living on a controlled internet. Huge companies, even governments, they can delete what you post, they can kick you off their platform, they get to decide the rules. Your whole online life is pretty much at their mercy.
Okay, so this slide breaks it down perfectly. You've got two completely different worlds here. On one side, that's the internet we're all used to. It's controlled by companies, your data is being sold, and anything you post can just disappear. But on the other side, well, that's the big promise of the Foundation Protocol. An internet where you're in control, where your identity actually belongs to you, and where what you say stays said. It's permanent.
So, what exactly is this thing? It's not just another app you download or a new website. You gotta think deeper. It's more like a new foundation for the entire building. A whole new set of rules for how we communicate online. And the secret sauce? It's decentralized. There's no big central server, which means no single company or government can just pull the plug.
And their mission is incredibly ambitious. They want to create, and I'm quoting here, a simple system for free speech, fair voting, and a safer internet for everyone. So you see, this isn't just about cool new tech. The whole point is to build our values, our rights, right into the code of the internet itself.
It really boils down to three core ideas. Number one, you own yourself. Simple as that. Your digital identity is yours, period. Number two, no one can censor you. And number three, and this is the real game changer, these aren't just empty promises in a company's terms of service. These are rights that are literally built into the system's code. They're like unbreakable laws written in math.
Okay, so the big ideas are there, for sure. But how does this thing actually work under the hood? Well, we can break it down into three key layers that make it all possible.
So, everything, and I mean everything, starts with what's called self-sovereign identity. So just forget everything you know about usernames and passwords. None of that exists here. Instead, your own device, your phone or computer, creates a totally unique cryptographic identity. It's basically a pair of keys, a public one and a private one. The public key is like your mailing address that everyone can see. But the private key, that's the actual key to your front door. It never leaves your device. You own it, forever. No company can delete it or lock you out.
And check out how simple this is. There's no sign-up form, no giving away your email, your phone number, none of that. You literally just click a button, create identity, the keys are made right there on your device, and boom, that's it. You now own a digital identity that's yours for life.
Okay, so you've got your identity. Now what about messages? Well, every single thing you send gets signed using your secret private key. You know, that key to your house that only you have? It's kind of like putting a unique wax seal on a letter. It does three amazing things. It proves the message is really from you, it guarantees nobody has messed with it, and it lets anyone anywhere check that it's legit. You get this system of real, verifiable truth, and you don't need a big company in the middle to vouch for it.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. This all sounds great, like some sci-fi future, right? But here's the thing. It's not just a theory. The team behind this has already built a working version, what we call an MVP, or minimum viable product, to show that this isn't just talk, it actually works.
And honestly, that's probably the most important part. This isn't just some idea on a PowerPoint slide. It's real, working, open source code. You can go to GitHub right now, download it, look at every single line of code, and even run it yourself. It's out there in the wild.
So what can this MVP actually do? Well, it's got all the core stuff we've been talking about, that self-sovereign identity and the signed messages. But it's also got a global feed where you can see what everyone's posting, you can reply to messages and have conversations. There's even a cool AI tool that can summarize the feed for you. And I'm going to say it again because it's so important, it does all of this with 0 accounts, 0 emails, 0 passwords. Just keys. And if you're a bit of a nerd like me and you peek under the hood, you can see this is a serious piece of software. It's built almost entirely with TypeScript. Now, for those who don't code, all you need to know is that's the language you use when you're building something big, something secure, and something you want to be super reliable.
So, okay, the tech is real, it works. But an uncensorable chat app, that's just step one. The ultimate vision here is way, way bigger. The people building this see it as the fundamental building block for something they're calling the United Nations of the Earth.
Yeah, you heard that right. Their big goal is, and I quote, revolutionizing global governance through AI and digital democracy. And the logic is actually pretty straightforward. Once you have a system where you can prove who's who and where messages can't be faked or changed, well, think about what you can build on top of that foundation.
And this is why this whole thing is so much more than just another social network. A protocol like this could make truly secure digital voting possible. Imagine every single vote is a signed message that anyone can check and verify. It could lead to governments being way more transparent because decisions could be recorded on a permanent public record. It's about creating a whole new idea of global citizenship.
And they've got a roadmap to get there. Right now we're at the beginning with the working MVP. The next step, short term, is to make it look better and weave in more of that AI. But the long-term goal? That's a full-blown peer-to-peer network with all the tools needed for voting and governance. It's a clear path from a cool tech demo to a platform for a new kind of democracy. And one thing that comes through loud and clear is the motivation behind all this. This isn't about making money. It's an open source project that's driven by an idea, not a business plan. The goal isn't profit. The goal is to build a system that actually serves humanity, a kind of public good for the digital age.
Which brings us to the final, really big question here. The Foundation Protocol gives us a peek at a totally different kind of internet. So I'll leave you with this to think about. If you, personally, had access to a communication system that no one could shut down, that was permanent, and that was owned by the people who use it, what would you build?